ይሄ እኮ ከብዶት ነው እኮ። እንዴት ላድርገው? እንደዚህ One three. Can you hear me? Somalini? Okay. Can you hear me? Still? ክርስቲ በእናትሽ ማዳመጫውን ስጫቸው። ምን ሆነሽ ነው? እኔ እንጃ እንትን ፈልጋለች እሷ። If you have, you will translate for her, yeah? I think if you hear me, you can translate for her. እሺ ለማን ለሁለቱም ነው? ማን ትራንስሌት ያደርግላችኋል? ራሴው Okay. Okay. I think it's better to start for the sake of time. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. I know we have different sessions today in the morning and also yesterday is the whole day with experts, ministers, professors, maybe government leaders. But today it's a different session. Today we have the real experts, the children in this room. So they are a bit shorter than the usual speakers, but they have a real experience. So we have with us amazing children from Ethiopia, from Kenya and Burundi who have the climate story every day. The experiences as their daily life. So then we will not give us a big graph. They will not give us a big graph or policy documents, but they will give us something more powerful, their voice, their experience and their dreams. So let's relax, let's listen and also learn, because if we cannot explain climate change in a way that makes sense to children, then maybe we adults do not understand it properly. So what's that? Let's begin our conversation with these children, these 6 children from Ethiopia, Kenya and Burundi. But before that, I will give a short minute for Carmen, the National Director of World Vision Ethiopia, to give us some welcome speech in behalf of World Vision, just to welcome these children. I think it is short notice, but she'll address it, yeah.
All right, well, it's my pleasure to do the fun introduction of the youngest, most important members of the summit. Maybe we are biased to say, but I think they are the most important members. And maybe it goes without saying why, but for us in our generation, we will do the best we can with the time that we have and the decisions that we have. But the actions and decisions we're taking now will most impact you, not only today, but actual choices that you have for your own well-being, for your own nutrition, for your own educational opportunities, for your children and your families. So for us, it's very exciting to have a little bit of time today, amidst all the other presentations, to get to hear your views. Our girls and boys youth of today, how they understand climate, what is on your mind, what you're asking of us, adults, to be held accountable for, and really your vision. So it's really exciting for us here as adults to get an opportunity to hear from you, and it's just to say a huge word of thank you for representing children's voices from across the continent. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carmen, for the welcoming speech. So we are going to start the conversation, but I want to ask something, a kind of funny questions for these children before I am getting into the main conversation. So I will start from Grum. Grum, if climate change was a person, what would you say to it?
Hello, you hear me? If a person, I would say it's a killing person. If climate crisis, if it was a person, I would say a killing person.
A killing person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was the question, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the question. Okay. Come to Yimima.
Okay.
So, what is one thing you love most about nature in your community?
One thing I really love is the flowers.
Flowers. So,
Yeah, we all have flowers in our houses, and even the competition was looking like, oh, I get the new flower,
okay.
and the neighbor asked it. Yeah, that's me.
Thank you so much. You admire beauty. Okay. I will come to Mary. Mary. Yeah. So, what is one thing? Uh, if you had a superpower to fight climate change, what would you do first?
First of all, I need to search to we find many minority people. If I said minority, do you get me?
The vulnerable people.
I will help first minority people, indigenous people in rural communities. I think it's a question.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'll come to Smith. Get this. Okay. If you could send a message to all African leaders in one statement, what would you say?
If I were to send a message on behalf of African children to our leaders, I would call upon them to consider children as to make children key players in shaping the future they will eventually inherit. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now we are going to the real conversation. So I will start my question from Fenet Teresa from Ethiopia. So can you tell me how climate change affects your life, your family, and also your school? How it affects climate change? You can speak in Amharic, which means የአየር ንብረት ለውጥ በእናንተ አካባቢ ያንችን የማህበረሰቡንና ከትምህርት ጋር ተያይዞ ያለው ነገር እንዴት ነው አፌክት እያደረጋችሁ ያለው የሚለውን አጠር ባለ መልኩ ንገሪ።
እሺ አመሰግናለሁ። እኛ አካባቢ የአየር ንብረት ጉዳቶች ብዙ ናቸው። የአየር ንብረት ጉዳቶች ኢፌክቶቹ በጣም ብዙ ናቸው እና የተለያዩ ጉዳቶች አሉ። ከነሱ ውስጥም በእኛ አካባቢ ኢፌክቶቹ በሁለት አይነት ይበዛል እና አንደኛው ፍለዲንግ ነው፣ በጎርፍ አካባቢ ችግር የሚመጣብን ነው። ሁለተኛው ደግሞ ቢግ ድራይት በድርቀት ምክንያት የሚመጣብን ችግር ነው እና እኛ ጋር ያሉት ችግር እነዚህ ናቸው። አመሰግናለሁ።
Thank you so much. In Phoenix environment, flooding and drought is the main challenges which affects their community and also their schooling in their life. So I will go to Yimima also just with this question. So can you tell us how it affects your life?
This climate change is really affecting all of us actually, not just Ethiopian people, but as an African child, we are facing a lot because we know we are not the one making the problems. As a kid, we face a lot of things like we don't even have a good shelter at this moment. We go across a long roads to go to school and to learn anything from teachers, but the weather condition is the main problem for us. There is a long seasonal hot temperature, so even some schools cancel the another class, which is afternoon classes, because of the high heat. We cannot even just listen but not hear what they're talking because we have to be stand out. We are not an American students. We are Ethiopians, so we all have to use the principle to wear uniforms, and those uniforms are even hotter. You know, they are so cottony, so we can't even sit still to learn the education. So that's the main problem we are facing. Actually, as a Highland people, I'm from Highlanders, but recently in 2024 we really face a high hot temperature, and we literally can't stand to learn in the classes. Even I was a boarding school student, so we go for breaks in our dorms. We can still have a nap because it's so hot. If we sleep, we can't we can't stand after 15 minutes because it makes us so tired. Yeah, that's the
Thank
thing.
Gurum, can you add something? It was mentioned by Yimima.
Okay, thank you. She has mentioned almost all of, and I am also a boarding school student, although it's different from her. And we do feel the pressure of climate change. You know, let me tell you just a short story. I won't get that much of your time. We used to have, when I get into that school at grade 9, we used to have a lot of trees. It was like the school was very amazing, and we used to feel very comfortable. And those trees had been cut because they haven't told me the reason. They haven't told us the reason. They haven't even asked their students just the reason to know. And they have cut the trees. And at this year, at grade 11, we have felt a great problem. We can't concentrate at afternoon classes. We can't even we don't hear. We literally don't hear what the teacher is saying. We just stay at the classroom because it's mandatory. We can't say no. We stay there. We can't concentrate. That's just the academic impact. There are just a lot, but for the sake of time, that's what I personally am feeling. Thank you.
Okay. I think it is a common, especially for African children. Just they are facing a lot of challenges with this climate action as a child, especially children's. Their main assignment is attending a school. So if they are affecting with different issues like traveling a long road just to fetching water, to collecting fuel wood, and also they are affecting also when they are attending in the class with this high temperature. So this is a big issue for them. They can tell us this one from policy or graph or something like that, but they are explaining their real life. So having this, I will go to the next question also. How you feel and also worries about the future. when we are thinking about this climate change. Maybe I will go to Bonsa. ቦንሳ ለቀጣይ አሁን ካለው የአየር ንብረት ለውጥ ጋር ተያይዞ ምንድነው የሚታይህ? ምንድነው የምታስበው? ምን የሚያስፈራህ ወይም ደግሞ የሚታይህ ነገር አለ?
በፍሎዲንግ የተነሳ
ትንሽ ጮክ በል።
እሺ፣ በፍሎዲንግ የተነሳ ወደፊት እንዲህ ሰዎቹ ይጨርሳል ብዬ አስባለሁ። እንዲሁ ሌላ ደግሞ በሙቀት የተነሳ ልጆቹ ትምህርት ቤት እንዳይማሩና ወይ ትምህርት ይዘጋል ብዬ አስባለሁ። በጣም አስፈሮኛል።
ከጎርፍ ጋር ምንድነው ያልከው? ፍለድ ያልከው ምንድነው?
ሰዎቹን ይጨርሳል። እንዲሁም በጣም አስፈርቶኛል ብዬ አስባለሁ።
በእናንተ
እንዲሁ ደግሞ
ይፈጠራል።
እንዲሁ ደግሞ የመኪና ጭሶች የሚያስወጣው ከፋብሪካ የሚወጣው ጭሶች እንዲሁ ያስፈራኛል ብዬ አስባለሁ።
Smith, can you address this question also?
Okay.
Yeah. What do you feel in the future? What worries you, or what's your future with this climate change?
I'll just build up from what the other children said, because from the Ethiopians. So, standing in an African child's perspective, and giving our worries about this climate change is that if it continues, we'll end up inheriting a future that we pay a price of something that we didn't even take part in ruining. Like, we were so innocent in this climate change crisis, because it is you adults, when you were kids, you were the ones who were contributing to global warming, you see, by your activities and all that. But us, we're here, you should even thank us. We're really trying, you see, to save our future, you see, and preserve it and make sure it's fit for us, you see, as we'll be adults, somewhere that's we can thrive, and also the children, the young people by then, at that time, will enjoy and won't have concerns the way we are right now. So it's a matter of like failing to make Africa fit for children, you see, and in the near future. And something else is that if we don't join hands together, and I'm talking in terms of, I'm not talking of stakeholders, I'm talking with children, engaging us children, because you guys, it is your responsibility on climate action, climate justice, and all that. See, but if you don't like give us a seat at the table, like those decision makers, you see, in shaping like the measures and responsive acts, the policies and all that you want that you're claiming that will protect our future, and you're not engaging us, we're leaving a really big gap. And what we are here, we're trying to make you understand that. So another thing is that we make sure that you engage us, you work with us, because we're just helping you. It's not you guys helping us. It is your responsibility. You see, we're just ensuring it is feasible, more practical, not theoretical. You're sitting down and saying, like, yes, when we do this, yes, and yet you're not the people who bear that brand. As for Kenya, we have beyond 20 million children, and in that, half of the population demography of children is vulnerable to climate change, you see. And yet, we're the ones who are not engaged. And if we're engaged, maybe it's for, what I say, it's for symbolic, it's just symbolic. You use children as flowers, flower boys, and flower girls. I don't know what happens in Ethiopia. So that is the concern. We need to change. We're not like fighting. We just want to have this open conversation so that you can understand why we want to be included in this. It's more of climate justice for children.
I will be.
So yeah.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Smith. So you have already see how they are worried about the future, and one point we have to take with this session, as Smith says, it is your responsibility, but we are here to support you. If give us a chance to be part of the solution, so we have to consider children as a part of the solution. They are ready to support us, even though they are not responsible for the challenge. Thank you, Smith. So I will go to the other point also. Um, so, having this all, what changes do you want to see for your community and also for overall environment, which will be safe for you? I will start from Maria. Okay. What a French translator.
La première chose que je voulais que faire dans le monde, il faut d'abord la prévention. L'objet n'est pas seulement de constater les problèmes, mais d'agir de manière positive et durable. C'est ce qu'on appelle le développement durable, la prévention sociale. La réponse aux catastrophes, j'ai quelques réponses. Il faut d'abord former les comités de quartier. Identifier les zones de sécurité. Définir des rôles précis. Les lanceurs des alertes, les équiper pour aider les personnes vulnérables comme les enfants et d'autres pour contacter les secours. Faire des stimulations. Tester nos plans pour que chacun sache quoi faire et où aller en cas de danger. En résumé, il s'agit d'être proactif face à les barrières. Chaque petite action compte et c'est un travail à prendre ensemble en tant que communauté et acteurs du changement. Sans ignorer pour les enfants, on pourra faire une vraie différence et protéger notre environnement pour les générations futures. Parce que j'ai participé à une convention sur l'environnement, c'était l'année passée où j'ai étudié. On nous a dit que si rien n'est fait ici en 2070, il n'existera plus la vie sur Terre.
Thank you. Thank
encore la sensibilisation, c'est la parce qu'il nous permet de mieux comprendre les risques. Et la première étape, c'est la première étape pour adopter des éco-gestes au quotidien, comme ne pas jeter les orties dans la nature ou ne pas couper les arbres sans replanter. Parce que l'homme c'est le terre et le victime de ce changement climatique.
thank you.
She said that the human being is the cause of this climate change. So she wants us to sensibilize or to raise our voice, just to stop this, because if we don't react, if we don't react quickly, the catastrophe will be so many.
Thank you so much. How about- Okay, I will start from Groom. Groom, can you address this question also? What changes you want to address? You want to see in your community and also in your environment to be safe. So make it short and I'll give for all of you this chance. Okay, Groom started. Translate.
What I want to see. The first one is I want my country, I want my continent, Africa, I want my world becoming climate resilient place. I mean, not being disturbed because of climate change. That's a good thing that I want. Not not missing classes, not going to bed being hungry. I just want to see my country. I just want to see my continent being climate resilient, being strong. That's what I mainly want to see. Just there are a lot. This one is the main one. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Give to Yimima. The same question. What do you want to see change?
Okay. Um, uh, Basically, before I proceed to the changes I want to really describe uh, what really these plants mean, because we know these plants are our food, the oxygen donators. Every survival in this planet is affected exactly by those things. So, if there is or the fewer trees means a high heat, means a less oxygen, means a lot of erosion. So if we are having a fewer trees, things gonna be difficult for all of us, because even the basics of living standard, from the plants to animals to um, any kinds of living organism, this system, this ecosystem was ruled by them, because the main energy sources are them. So I need the government, the leaders, to really work on these uh, forest and plant finances, because it is the real issue. If you don't plant, how could we get food? If we can't plant, how can get the oxygen? How can we live? Everything is attached with nature. So we can't avoid the rule of nature to us. So we have to be suitable. So I really need to recommend the government to really work on it harder, more than they ever did, because this world is going to die. Even every situation is accelerating disaster, every system, you know, we can recently hear a lot of disturbances which are noise, which make us anxiety, which makes a trauma in lot of kids at international level. So I need the government to really think and consider about funding, about really working on this business, because this is the biggest than the nuclear funding, the nuclear finances. So I really want to tell the governments all over the world to really care about their survival. So every dominance is really meant to live if and only if we are balancing the nature with how we are living now. Thank you.
Giving to እሺ ምን አይነት ለውጥ ነው ማየት የምትፈልገው በአካባቢያችን በአካባቢያችሁ
እሺ
ለማህበረሰቡ ለእናንተ ምን አይነት ለውጥ እንዲኖር ነው የምትፈልገው?
እኔ የሚፈልገው በዚህ ለዚህ ሙቀት አታክልቶች ምናምን ቢተከል የዚህ የጭሶች መኪና ደግሞ የኤሌክትሪክ መኪና እና ሳይክል ቢመጡ አሪፍ ነው ብዬ አስባለሁ።
ኖ
እሺ አመሰግናለሁ። እኛ የምንፈልገው እንደ ሀገርም ደረጃ ለውጡ አንደኛ በመሬታችን የመሬት ስላይዳችን እኩል አይደለም እና ያ የመሬት ስላይድ እኩል እንዲሆን የተለያዩ አታክልቶችን እና ዛፎችን በመትከል ኦኬ ዛፎችን በመትከል የአካባቢውን የአየር ንብረት መለወጥ እንችላለን። እንዲደረግ የሚፈልገው እሱን ነው።
can manage the climate change
እና ሌላኛው ጋዞች ከኢንዱስትሪ የሚወጡ የተለያዩ ፈሳሾች አሉ። እነሱ ህግ ወጥቶ እንዲታደቡና የሆነ ወደ ወንዝ የሚወርደውን ቆሻሻ አንድ ቦታ የሆነ ስራ ላይ መልሰው መጠቀምን ቢያደርጉት ደስ ይላል።
that we monitor factories so that the wastage that is coming out of their factory does not pollute water and water systems. We can even give the recommendation to use those wastages for other solutions.
ሌላኛው ደግሞ ስለ ክላይሜት ቼንጅ ማህበረሰቡ እውቀት የለውም እና ይሄንን ግንዛቤ ሰጥተን እውቀት ሰጥተን በዚህ ጉዳይ ላይ እንዲሳተፉ ወጣቶች ማድረግ እንችላለን። አመሰግናለሁ።
let me come also in the other question. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, they are mentioned a lot of points, especially one point we have to think about. It is mentioned by Yemima is especially the governments of the developed countries. They have to finance climate than nuclear. That's what she said. And also the other thing is we have to think about the renewabling some products and also proper waste management, awareness raising, and also participating youth and children in the process is some of the points what they are want to see in the change. So we are going to the next question also, maybe it is the last question for these children. So having this all, what is your main message, one message for each, for governments, for NGOs, for development practitioners, they are working in these climate change areas. So I need to hear one message from each. So I will start from Smith. Short, yeah, in short, yeah.
Thank you once again. And I want to appreciate the children for this. One message, it's limited, but I try. So what I can say to the government, the players in the climate action, is that see right now at this point, this is a generational issue. See, it's been there for decades. And if you think so much about it, you realize that the problem, see, with such problems is that everything we always try to do always prior at the present. So the best thing we can do, we don't have much to do, like to fix the present, but we can make the future better. And that way we can aim for the people who will be in that future, which is us children. So let us empower our children. Let us raise a new generation that is environmentally conscious. You see, imagine if you want to use an example of you. I believe you're in the fourth floor. So imagine if when you were a child, you were being raised to care. You had this sense of ownership to the environment. You cared for it. When you have grown up in like the 3 decades you've been, you'd be so cautious of even how you manage your wastes, dumping them anywhere. And you can imagine if we start investing in that future right now, that means this generation won't like in the near future, it will suffer from greenhouse effect. Number two, something that I propose, it's on the tree planting. It is really good. It is the best way, but you have others. I'm gonna say that right now it's more theoretical, saying like if you plant a tree you can manage to take care of it. And that's why I would like to thank all Vision of what you're doing and farmer management generation, like FMNR. You see, maybe if we can, in Kenya it's already been done. They're teaching children to do that, and it's being started to be integrated in their curriculum. You see. So as a tree can grow naturally, you see, somewhere and it will thrive and all that, you don't need to water it, buy seedlings. So that's something we would recommend for the government to just shift gears from this tree planting to focus on, something that can, recover the degradation naturally when we try. And lastly, you see, as I mentioned, you're not doing us a favor, the adults, to engage us, because we're just trying to fight for our future. So I'm going to send this message again because I was asked the same question when we started. You need to involve children as key players, you see, in the climate policies, in the programs, and everything. And that's what you're doing, is guesswork. You're tiptoeing. You're not sure of what you're investing on, not sure what you're doing. If it's not inclusive to the youngest people. And there's a difference of youth and children. We're not talking of youth, we're talking of children. So that's the government should understand that when you engage youth, it's different from children. So those are the takeaways. Like our duty bearers can go back to their offices and just be meditating on this and go back to your drawing boards, do the necessary. Children, we're ready, you see, more than ready to collaborate together and work towards an Africa that's fit for all children, securing and protecting the future. Thank you very much. I'm sure you can
ሴኔት አሁን አንቺ ያዥውና አሁን ካየነው ችግሮችን አይተናል፣ ምን እንደምትፈልጉ አይተናል። ስለዚህ ይህን ቢሆን ለመንግስት የልማት ሰራተኞች በአካባቢ በኤንቫይሮንመንት ላይ ለሚሰሩ አካላት አንድ መልእክት አስተላልፊ ብልሽ ምንድነው መልእክትሽ? ምንድነው የምታስተላልፊላቸው መልእክት? እሱን ለሰ ተቀበያል።
እሺ አመሰግናለሁ። የኔ መልእክት አንደኛው ለመንግስት አካላት ነው። በዚህ ጉዳይ ላይ በደንብ እንዲሰሩ እና ለማህበረሰቡ እውቀትን መስጠት እና እነዚህ ስራ ላይ በትኩረት እንዲሰሩ አንደኛ መልእክቴ ነው። ሁለተኛው ደግሞ ብዛት ጊዜ ክላይሜት ቼንጅን እንደ ቁም ነገር አናየውም አካባቢያችን ላይ እና ያው ክላይሜት ቼንጅን ሰበብ በማድረግ የተለያዩ የተክል ቀኖች አሉ እና እሱን ጊዜ ተግባር ላይ በስነ ስርዓት በቁም ነገር መስራት ነው። ለፎቶ ብሎ ሳይሆን ያንን እንትን መትከል በስነ ስርዓት ያ ጉዳይ ላይ መስራት። ሌላኛው ደግሞ እሺ ከተከልን በኋላስ አደጉ አላደጉ የሚቆጣጠረው ሰው ያስፈልጋል፣ መንከባከብ ያስፈልጋል። መትከሉ ብቻ ትርጉም ስለሌለው ይሄ እንትን አድጎ ምን አይነት ጥቅም ይሰጠናል፣ ምን አይነት ቦታ ላይ ነው የተተከለው፣ ለምንድን ነው እዚህ አካባቢ ላይ እንትን የተደረገው ተብሎ መታሰብ ይኖርበታል። ይሄ ነው ሀሳቤ። ቴንክ ዩ።
Thank you so much. Maria, make it short. So, what is your message for government, NGOs, and other development practitioners related to this climate change?
Mon message sur le gouvernement, d'abord, je les demande de mettre en place des politiques et des réglementations pour protéger l'environnement. Investir dans les programmes de protéger l'environnement en donnant les jeunes pousser des plantes pour que nous puissions planter les arbres dans nos endroits. Donc les pépinières. Je demande aussi le gouvernement de mieux comprendre que pour garantir l'avenir durable, le monde doit aller au-delà de l'écoute de nous, les enfants, et nous investir en tant qu'acteurs clés dans la conception et la mise en œuvre des solutions visant à faire face aux effets du changement climatique, car nos droits à un environnement sain est intrinsèquement lié à l'avenir de l'humanité. Il est important que nous travaillons ensemble, je dis les adultes et les enfants. C'est très important parce que c'est pour protéger l'environnement et assurer un avenir durable pour les générations futures. Je demande aussi à la gouvernement de faire des évaluations sur ces sommets-là, de faire des évaluations pour voir si réellement nos idées, nos voix sont entendues. Dernièrement, je sais bien que l'environnement a un rôle clé à jouer dans la mise en place des politiques et des réglementations pour protéger l'environnement. Donc, il ne faut pas ignorer ça. Merci.
Thank you so much. አንቺ ያዙ። ኦኬ ኔክስት አይ will go to ቦንሳ። ቦንሳ ምንድን ነው ያለህ መልእክት ለመንግስት፣ ለልማት ሰራተኞች እንደ ወርልድ ቪዥን ላሉ ሌሎች የመንግስታዊ ያልሆኑ ድርጅቶች ምንድን ነው ያለህ መልእክት?
የኔ መልእክት እዚህ ላይ በደንብ እንዲሰራና ወርልድ ቪዥንም ሆነ ሌሎች ትምህርት እንዲሰጡ እዚህ ላይ በጣም እፈልጋለሁ።
Okay, thank you. The first thing I want to share as a person is that this commitment, these things you are doing is really appreciable because I personally see those changes we are making before and after this program. And also, I want to share my thanks for our president, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, because in this African climate summit too, it's not about to begin planting, but it's about to accelerate. So we all had begun to plant trees, long days and long years before, but the main thing is to make a sustainable development to regenerate the ecosystem. So I have the message also for my society, that is, be friendly with plants, be a friend with the plants, make it your culture, make it your daily habits. You know, if we are making that habit, we really do it with knowing or unknowing, unawarely even. So if my mother is like to grow plants and plant flowers, I will grow up loving those things. So even I can assure anybody that the green areas are the places for restore our mindset and to relax. Everybody in here would love to go to beaches, would love to go to some lodges. Why? Because there is a good weather, a good condition for survival, to breathe a good air. So that's what the thing we are needing as a kids. And living not having those things is the real disaster. So don't just wait until the big problem rise up. Just be curious about the little things, little changes today. What we are facing is because this situation today will be adapt and make a big and high disaster that we can face. So for the government, I really want to remind them, if you are working for generation, work today. If you are doing these things, work harder. And I want to also thank you for World Vision, because they are working so hard for basically for children. Actually, we are not here if they are not here. So this is the main reason our voice is raised up to be heard. So do your jobs. You are on a good way. We are doing, actually we are the symbol for this green finance. So keep going, be control the moment, be the leaders, and be a one be a one. You know, we have to really consider the consequences, because this catastrophe is a thing which we don't ever take it as an issue, but as a real problem, because the future, which is our future, is really based on the thing we are doing today. Our choices is our decision which decides our future. So keep going and work in restoring an ecosystem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you once again. Actually, we're not just asking you something to do. We are offering you a chance. That's You're it's not just a responsibility for you. We are offering a chance. There is no future without us. Okay, let me ask you one question, and you don't have to answer it by just being loud. You can answer it by your mind. What do you think is the future? Do you think it's the time coming? If you think, just you can nod. You think it's the time coming? It's not. It's not. The future is us. There's no future without us. Like if you don't invest on us, there's no one who's gonna take care of you. There is no doctor who's gonna give you like the medicine that you have to get. And there is no country. There's no one who's leading your country. We are the one. I am the one who's leading your country. I am the one who's gonna take the care of you. So the future is me. The future is not the time coming. It's not the time we live in. Like it's not the time. Just throw that mindset and have mindset that future is to these children. Future is groom. There's no one who's gonna take care of you. So that's the main thing that I want you to notice. And what I want you to work on and to have is like you're not the one. I mean, we are offering you a chance. We are offering you a chance to be part of the thing that we have. We are offering you a chance to be. We are leading the country at the next time, and we are offering a chance to mention you as my fathers. Like my father had worked on climate change. I'm gonna say like that. If you work on climate change right now, if you invest on me, I'm gonna change the country, and the country hasn't been changed because of me, because of you. You have done the right thing that has to be done right now. So I want you all to notice, to know that the future is not only the time coming. The future is me. The future is your children, and you also are a kid of someone. You know, you have a father and you are a kid. You have been someone right now, and you are living the life that you got from your fathers. And now we are going to live the life that we get from you. We expect a lot from you because we got something that we are not supposed to get. We didn't get something neutral. We got negative thing. So I want you all to work on it hard, hard, hard. Climate crisis is not something that has to be worked on. It's a main thing. It's concerned with education. It's concerned with academics. Even like there are a lot of kids like in who lost their house because of the landslide, and they worry for their future. There are many kids who feel like is this thing gonna happen to me? There are a lot who go to school but who don't learn. I mean, who fear for their future. There are a lot. I can't mention just one. There are around 250 people who died on last like June to 2025. So I want you all to know that you are working on yourself, not only on us. You are working on yourself. We are gonna take care of you at the future. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. So, having this all, I will invite. Okay, they told us so many things, and also they asked us just a lot. We have to do. They said we are not responsible, but we are ready to support you. The other thing is just you have to finance this climate change than financing a nuclear, and also we have to empower and aware us, and also you have to make us a key participant for this environment. And also they said you have to understand properly our question before starting to respond. And also they are saying also you have to monitor the outcome of this summit, not only a matter of meeting or being together, but you have to monitor what is the outcome. And also finally they said we are the future, not time to come. Future are They are the future by themselves. So having this, I will invite Ato Yirnakacho from World Vision Ethiopia to say something about this issue. And also I'm waiting from others just to say something, but I will invite Yirnakacho here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Am I audible? Yes, thank you very much. It's a very interesting and electrifying discussion and ideas coming from our future climate champions, right? It's really empowering to listen from the diversified panelists from Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, and I can say that we share your concerns, and I wanted to see it in two dimensions. One, as they are asking us, what can we do as an individuals? Are we environmental stewards? Are we able to respond to their queries at individual level? Let me start reflecting from that perspective. If many of you has come across some of the early writers in Ethiopian geography and landscape, you'll come across a heavenly Ethiopia. For instance, the way James Bruce expressed Ethiopia in his earliest expedition, to the recent writing of Alexander Bulatovich when he was part of the westward expansion. So our country, our landscape, it was a heavenly place. But is this the country that we are transitioning to the next generation? Do you feel that the previous generation and the generation that is responsible for this environment is making all the necessary action for the next generation to have a child-friendly environment? Do you feel that way? No. We are passing out an environment that is pretty much degraded, highly vulnerable, even that cannot accommodate basic necessities, basic children's like the right to have a food, the right to have education, the right to have a proper protection. So at this moment, I ask all of you to reflect back. What have you done? And what can you do better in the coming decade, in the coming year, in the coming days? So I myself, as an Ethiopian, as a very proud Ethiopian, I want to commit myself to the request of the children to make a better Ethiopia, to make an environment that is child-friendly, to make a hope, a joy, and a cheerful future. So I want you to think it that way. From organizational perspective, World Vision is a child-focused organization. For instance, from the area where Yamima came, if you know the Hadia area, especially the watershed around Shashago, it was highly degraded area. People were severely affected by flood. World Vision has done a lot of great job in restoring the environment, protecting the community from flood. This is only just one example where we can make a bold act toward making things right. But in our upcoming strategy, we will commit to make things right for the children. Our strategy will address close to 22 million children. We will make all things possible to make a better life for children, to have the right education, to have a quality education, to have the right food, to have the right to be protected, and to enjoy life. As a World Vision, that is our commitment. Specifically, speaking from environment perspective, our 10-year strategy is to restore 4.6 million hectares of land. This is a big commitment. 4.6 million hectares of land, and what we commit is to make you be part of the planning, be part of the implementation, and at the same time be part of making us, the government, and the community accountable. So you need to be engaged, you need to be part of all those discussions. Probably saying that, let me ask Carmen, what is your commitment as an individual, as a national director for World Vision? So they've asked a lot of questions. I've addressed mine, and what is yours?
know if I can speak from here. Good. At least I can see you guys. This is more for my enjoyment than necessary. No, well, let me answer just by saying a huge thank you first. It's such a pleasure to get to hear you guys from our kids coming from all the way from Burundi and from Kenya and from different corners of Ethiopia. I'm not an Ethiopian, I'm not an African, but I've gotten to enjoy the last almost 6 years of life here with my family in World Vision, having my children grow up in Ethiopia, and so very personally, it is an important issue for me, not just because I work for World Vision, but because I live on this planet, I consume this water, I use the energy around the country, and realize that this is more than a discussion about a job or an organization or government. So I love that the way you spoke was much more personal as children. So first to acknowledge, yes, you are giving challenges to the government, to organizations, but you're really talking as people, as children. So to live on this planet, the importance to commit to caring about it, to notice plants. I love the simplicity of those messages, because if we don't get to love our environment, everything else is just like a task. Yes, it's a chore, you go to work, you do what you can, but then you go home and maybe do something different. So I love that you have, in somehow a very simple but powerful way, brought back what we are really talking about is our own environment, our ecosystem, and the choices that we make. Not just when somebody's watching, or I love the point, not just for a photo op, but really it's the choices of the character that we show, the integrity around what we believe to be true. So just to say thank you for challenging even me and us again in reframing that sometimes these policies and theories we talk about as adults are very real and are impacting your daily life today. I also love that your call is for today, not for tomorrow, and I couldn't agree with you more. And again, not just because we happen to work for a child-focused organization, because I personally believe that children are not just the future, they are today. So we are working today because this is impacting your life today. It's shaping the way that you learn, the way you develop, the nutrition that is in your body and your mind. So it's making an impact right now, not just for some future time. So as World Vision, Edna mentioned that we are actually, for us, this timing is very real because we have just made some decisions about the next 5 years. With the resources, with the influence that we can have, what can we commit to? So I add my voice of commitment to making children first, making you at the center of our decisions in the way that we invest the money that we are entrusted, in the choices that we make of where we work, but that we really look at your life holistically, that the climate, the environment you are in is central to the nutrition, to your protection, to your education. So I'm adding my word of commitment that we will do the best we can as World Vision to also continue that conversation with others around, to invite you to be a part of it. And I love your call, that it's not even us inviting you to the table, it's you're allowing us to get to be a part of your current and your future. And you're absolutely right. You are already the generation that's important. So thank you for allowing us to do so. And I welcome continued conversation with you to teach us how to do better and to have your voice heard. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carmen, for making a very bold commitment. As I say, as a World Vision, if we commit at individual level, if we commit at organizational level, we will really make a difference in the life of 22 million children in the upcoming strategy. So thank you very much, Carmen, for being here and for addressing our children's query. Who else is bold enough to make a commitment? So they have asked a question, and as a right, it has to be responded. Who would like to respond?
Thank you, Idni. My name is Dr. Carol from World Vision Kenya, and my commitment to One, I'm getting the children's word as a call for us as adults that we really need more advocacy into climate matters. We are not only taking care of them, but it is our future through them and through our environment. And as Eden said, they have, a goal of 4.6. In Kenya, we have a goal of 4.6 million hectares to be restored within 10 years. And this is something, as was mentioned by our child from Kenya, that we are doing majorly through FMNR. And advocacy is one of the ways partners, everybody, we really need this commitment that, yeah, we need to be really conscious of our environment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Carol. Probably I'll get back to you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm Lilo from Hausa University. Okay. Okay. I'm Lilo from Hausa University. My bold message is that the resource, the environment, and what we are using now is what we just borrow from our future generation. Why? Because if we inherit it from our father or grandfather or from our ancestor, we can use as we want. When we use as we want, we may just waste it or we may it damage it. But we have to use it, and we have to also think for the coming generation. We have to think for our future child that we bring to this world. Maybe those who are here, some of them do not have child or they do not bring a child to this world. But we have to think for them, for the future generation. So when we use the environment, when we use the resource or natural resource, when we use each and everything, we have to think for the coming generation by saying that we do not inherit the environment from our ancestor, but we just borrow from future generation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Farah Osman. I'm from Plan International Somalia. I have participated in the national consultation with the children back in my country, and I have also been participating children's declaration in the last days. The message is the same, and the message is you are responsible of our future, and the foundations you lay today is what we will inherit from you. And as a Plan International, our vision is by 2030 reach 2 million girls worldwide. And what I will, as Plan, ensure is to ensure that the children's voice and your message is integrated in our strategy, in our programming. As Plan, we have developed a 5 years strategy, and that strategy speaks about climate change, speaks about ensuring that education and protection is mainstreamed in climate change. What we will ensure is that your voice is heard and we will act on it. And I will commit that at individual level as well as organization level. Thank you so much.
Last one, Dr. Teshala.
Thank you very much. Really, I'm very much pleased by hearing these important reflections from these children. It's inspiring, I would like to say. God bless you and prosper you in all your ways. So as a person from higher learning institutions, I commit myself, also on behalf of my friends, to generate knowledge that help for environmental stewardship and environmental values. So in all the occasions that we have, we would really encourage awareness creation for the protection and for stewardship of the environment. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, all. Let me remind you one quote from Mother Teresa. She used to say, there are few people who can do magical things, big things, but what inspires me the most is doing small thing with love. So if we commit ourselves as an individuals, if we commit ourselves to do small things with love, believe that we can make a lot of change. We can make miracles. So with this, I want to thank our children for being here, traveling from different parts of the country and from Africa, and making all the important inquiry for our audiences. I hope in 10 years' time, in 5 years' time, we'll see a lot of environment champions, right? Right? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for your attending. So, Carmen, just will have a group photo with the children. Thank you for your attending. So you have to consider, as they said, you have to think about their question, their interest, and also their participation. Thank you so much for your attending.
Group photo.